How's it going, guys? Bringer Platoon here, and welcome to another great game in World of Tanks Xbox One Edition. Today I'm going to be in the Tier 8 Russian Premium Medium Tank, the Motherland, otherwise known as the T-54 first prototype. So this thing has a very weird caliber gun. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's a 100mm. Wow, I thought it was, okay, different. Anyway, the standard AP rounds get a measly 190mm of penetration. The premium APCR rounds get a little bit more, actually a hell of a lot more, 50 more to be exact, 57 more penetration for 247mm of penetration instead of 190 on the AP rounds, which is decent, I guess, considering, yeah, that's quite the increase. But still, you pretty much got to fire your premium rounds a majority of the time because 190 to work with in Tier 8 is not a lot. And again, I say you'll be facing Tier 9s and Tier 10s, as this is not a preferential matchmaking tank, which is unfortunate. But if it was, it would probably be overpowered. I don't know if that's too much to say, but anyway, I've got optics on this thing, as well as a gun rammer and vents. Or is it a gun rammer and a vertical stabilizer? I couldn't tell you. It's been a while since I played this thing. This game was probably saved like a month and a half ago, but moving on. Its rate of fire, it's standard, might I say this now. Standard rate of fire is 7.5 rounds a minute. Its damage is 250 per shot. Its dispersion is a 0.36, and its aim time is 2.2. I'm pretty sure the Motherland has like a 2.6 aim time. Just throwing that out there. The turret is a weak spot. It's got, how much fucking turret armor do you have? It's got like 200 in the most armored spot, which is like, okay, it goes up to like 232 in some places, but it's a very small margin. If they shoot you straight on in the turret instead of the angled side shot, angled side pieces, then they're gonna go through if they have like 210mm of penetration. If they shoot your very well angled upper plate, if you angle it just a little bit, not only can you side scrape with this thing, but you also get around 210mm of protection on your upper plate. Your lower plate is still very powerful, angling in the same position. I'm just gonna say fucking, I don't know, like 5 degrees of angling. Maybe that's too much. I don't know. But it's 190mm of protection, which is crazy. And the hatch on it is small, but it only has 100mm of protection in the most armored place. However, the good news about this tank is that they cannot overmatch your roof unless they are literally staring right down on it, which is true for most tanks. Unfortunately, this matchup is a Tier 10 matchup, but you're going to see just how well this thing earns money when you're hitting Tier 10s with standard rounds. Or even premium rounds. I think you even gain a little bit, even if you're shooting premium rounds. But as you can see, the accuracy is kind of failing me, and a lot of this beginning of the match, well, I say beginning, but it's like 4 minutes in, almost. Well, 3 minutes, I should say. A lot of this is going to be me missing shots, and the reason I'm being so, careful is because, one, I don't want them to know where I am, so I'm trying really hard to use my camo, which, by the way, this thing's got 60 out of 100 camo, so that's pretty great. I think I got this thing from an event, but as you can see, the aim, there's no way it's just a 2.3 aim time. It's got to be like 2.5. I think it's 2.5. I'm almost 100% that it's 2.5 in the console. I'm just reading the statistics off of the tanks.gg website, and it's the same tank as the T-54 first prototype. It's just not as good as that because it's a premium tank, and yeah, it differs a little bit. They don't have it on this website, or do they? Tanks. Can I look up a tank? Is that a thing? Can I do that? I'm not going to do that. But yes, all the stats should be the same. And as you can see, I'm just taking my time. I have very little damage right now, not even 1,000. Wait for it, and okay, now we just passed 1,000. But I'm shooting standard rounds at this guy, even though, well, yeah. Shooting standard rounds is perfectly good for shooting the side of a Conqueror, especially straight on like that. But, yep, just getting some easy shots while my team pushes into them from the north, and I'm hitting them from the never eat shiny worms west. Yeah. Check out that cartography. Yeah. Or, wait, that's not the right word. Regardless, I'm helping out my team, they're helping me spot, and every time I go into this bush, I'll be able to spot them in the forest. I try to destroy this building, but I get spotted, so I fuck off a little bit more. And I know that as soon as I destroy that building, I'll be able to see all of them, and then I'll be able to spot for my team, which is exactly what I want to do. But yep, I just keep getting detected and falling back, and I really expected them to rush me, or have their arty shoot at me at least a few times. I don't know why they didn't, but I just continue to get some free shots. Even though I am both lackluster in firepower and penetration, I still have a gun that I can fire, and it's nothing in the side of these tanks. Any tier 10 tank can be penned in the side with relative ease, unless it's like a Type 5 heavy or a Moss or something super heavy like that. But yeah, the Studitzvan 1030, I couldn't pen the front of this guy if I fucking wanted to, unless I hit that itty-bitty tiny piece of hatch there. And I know he's aiming at me, so I'm not going to fire. I'm just going to wait for my team to spot him again. Luckily, they do, I think. Or no, yeah, this heavy is like YOLOing him, and I get another free shot into his side because of that. But he doesn't look over here, which is weird. Oh, this fucking Revelarice does, and then he bounces off me because, you know, Russian tanks are balanced. Yep, and I view this as my moment to rush up to them. This thing is slow as shit, by the way, if you haven't noticed. Like, I'm barely doing 30 to 40 kilometers an hour with this thing. And going up hills, it just, it struggles. It's how horsepower, what is it? It's a horsepower ratio, or whatever the fuck that's called. Its engine sucks, alright? It's slow, it's sluggish, I hate it. And then I track this tier 9 waffle because he's bad and he's just not angling the tank as he should because he's, well, not very smart. And I know I can take a hit from this guy, so I'm just, you know, angling as best as I can. Yeah, okay, you dirt me. Good for you, kid. Well done. Then the Indian Panzer gets killed by my team, and this Conqueror gun carriage is, of course, looking at me for a free kill. And I just aim in the shot. He biffs it to the side of me, and, yeah. I survive a tier 10 game in my tier 8 premium tank that is, once again, lackluster in firepower and penetration. But seeing as how those were tier 10s I was shooting at, despite the mediocre damage of this tank, I got 125,000 silver, which is phenomenal. And look at that. I top the team in damage, doing more than our Object 268 version 4, our IS-7, like, what were they doing? What were they doing? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.